Colby, Trump is begging his supporters to, quote, stop wasting time talking about Epstein. But you write today that for years, Epstein was the go-to boogeyman for Trump allies looking to smear Democrats. You say Epstein isn't a side note, he's the inciting incident.
Right. He didn't just beg them, he demanded them. The Saturday night social media tweet that he put out basically said, stop, like, cut it out. And a lot of it was reaction to the stuff that you played earlier was Megyn Kelly and Tucker Carlson and Laura Ingraham. These are loyal Trump supporters that are basically calling BS on how this story is unfolded. And so it's become this fascinating political media story. I don't think it's a boogeyman. I think it's a Frankenstein, this whole Frankenstein monster that you create to terrorize everyone else. Suddenly, Frankenstein turns and terrorizes its own village. So it's fascinating to see for the first time kind of a significant split between the MAGA base and Trump with this conspiracy Frankenstein. Will it last? I don't know. I'm popping popcorn. It's a fascinating thing to watch unfold.
Rich, is your head is spinning as much as mine is at the specter of Hakeem Jeffries allied and saying the same thing? Not allied, maybe just, you know, repeating some of the same talking points that we hear Tucker Carlson and Megyn Kelly saying at the Young Conservatives Convention?
Yeah, I mean, this is such a wonderful opportunity for Democrats. You could sense the glee underlying what Jeffries was saying there. This is a massive own goal by MAGA influencers. They got spun up and got wrapped around the axle of their own conspiracy theory. And there's one thing to be on the outside and saying we need all this information. There might be some deep, dark secrets there. It's another thing, as apparently Pam Bondi did, to play it up when you're actually the sitting attorney general of the United States, to release those white binders that you showed just a minute ago, to seem to say, she kind of says she was misinterpreted now, but seemed to suggest you had the client list sitting literally on your desk and then turn around and say, never mind. Of course, that's going to raise questions.
It raises a lot of questions because Pam Bondi's very smart and she would not, I mean, what is she talking about? This file being on her desk and then all of a sudden there's no such thing as the file. Rich, Tucker Carlson is now warning very darkly, quote, I feel like we're at a dangerous point now.
Well, look, Trump is the center of the MAGA movement. People may be upset with him. They may not let this go over the medium or long term. Does that mean they're fundamentally going to break with him and turn on him? No. He is the center of things, and this will not affect his approval rating. This will not affect his general standing with the Republican Party. There'll be a lot of noise about it. But at the end of the day, he is the entirety of the show. No one else matters. No influencer matters. No other media outlet matters compared to the massive influence of Donald Trump himself.
Colby, explain why this particular story about Jeffrey Epstein is so important to these MAGA supporters. Why are so many convinced that there is this deep state conspiracy? What's happening?
Well, I think it starts with a deep sort of distrust of government and sort of the deep state and sort of intel operations that blackmail people. And it also ties into some sort of darker and sort of more bonkers conspiracy theories like QAnon, like there's this massive pederast ring, right? And so I think Rich is right. I don't think that this is really going to cost Trump a ton. However, a large majority of the MAGA base really do believe that this is a very important issue, is holding people to account. And they were led to believe by Dan Bongino and Kash Patel and Pam Bondi that there was going to be sort of very powerful political figures and powerful people's influence taken away in handcuffs. And so the problem with the conspiracy theory is that people don't take no for an answer, because when you say there's no there, they just assume you're covering it up, right? And so there's no way to win. They've painted themselves into a corner, and that's why it's going to be a fascinating thing to see unfold.
You were going to say, Rich?
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. Every denial, no matter how sincere or perhaps plausible, just seems as though it's part of the conspiracy. But look, I mean, the Justice Department just doesn't release files that, on people it's not going to charge. And there may be disturbing information in there, damaging information. Sincerely, there also may be people's reputations who might be destroyed because they're incidentally mentioned in something that's totally randomly. So if you're going to charge someone in the Justice Department, you charge them. Otherwise, you should shut up. And the big problem here is Pam Bondi did not honor that rule.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.